Have you ever struggled to ask for the sale? Does picking up the phone sometimes feel like a 100-pound brick? Hey, if that's you, then you may be struggling from a little bit of confidence issue. And here's a great tip for you. I'm Martin Meisenheimer. If you really want to reach some new heights in your business, then here's actually 3 powerful confidence building tips that you want to pay attention to. This came up the other day in a conversation with one of my beta testers. We were talking about the relationship between success and confidence. And here's the big thing to know. Confidence comes first. Success follows. Confidence leads the way, and then success tags along. Now, I didn't realize that for the longest time. I always thought, I got to get some success under my belt, then I'll feel confident. Then all the world's the stage. The good news here is this. Anyone can be confident. Confidence is a state of mind. And we know that we can affect our states of mind because we do it all the time, whether intentional or not. But there's 3 ways of changing your state of mind and improving it. Number 1 is your physiology. This is how we hold ourselves. It's our posture. And just think of it as how you show up, how you hold yourself, whether you're standing or sitting, walking, or, when you're in a room of other people, how you show up, how you face them. Is your stance open? There's so many details here on this. Also, focus. Number 2, what are you thinking about? Where is your attention going right now in this moment? Are you focused on something positive or negative? Something that you're worried about in the past, worried about in the future, not present? Think about it. And third thing is language. Now, this is a big thing for so many people. How do I know that? All you got to do is spend a few minutes online, in social media. Language is so critical because for a lot of people, this just kind of unconsciously, without thought, just pours out of our mouth stuff. Especially if you're extroverted. Now, I'm not picking on you. Introverts still do this all the time too, but there's a tendency to pause a little bit more often and think before talking. But everyone does this where, thoughts come, words form, and we just feel this need to just instantly pour the words out, whether it's vocally or tappy on our computer keyboard. So language is critical because that's what you're putting out into the world, whatever that is, positive or negative. You're not only putting it out, but you're receiving it because what you put out comes back. So, language, think about it. If you ever struggle to ask for the sale, ask for a referral. Let's face it, as a solopreneur, there's going to be a lot of times where you just need to step out of your comfort zone because you're here and you want to get here. The only way to get there is to do things you haven't done before. That's going to feel uncomfortable. So getting outside that comfort zone, critical, and that's going to come down to our mindset. Successful people exude confidence, but for most of them, it wasn't just an automatic thing, snap their fingers. And what's really important to know here is wherever your business is at, confidence is a gauge. If you're here in your business, probably you got some confidence going for you. But the confidence came first. So here's what to do next. Think of a time. You can do this little exercise anytime throughout your day. When you're struggling a little bit and you need to boost your confidence to take that next action step, you can pause for 30 or 60 seconds, close your eyes, and think of a time where you really felt confident, where you felt like you were clicking on all cylinders, what you were doing was in flow and was totally you. How were you holding your body at that time? How were you breathing? What was your face looking like? What were the expressions? What was your physical posture? What were you focused on? And how were you talking to other people? How were you talking to yourself in your mind? Do all those things again, and you can put yourself right back in that state. You can do it anytime you want, and that's what the real pros do, and they do it really well through repetition. Speaking of repetition, one last thing before I go. These kinds of tips are all helpful to hear about, but without putting them into place and doing them repetitively, you don't get much out of them. So that's where most people struggle, the solopreneurs especially. Myself, I struggled for years until recently I discovered something that works unbelievably well. It keeps me in consistent daily action and holds me accountable. It's in beta right now, which means there's no cost whatsoever. I'm happy to share it with you. Just hit me with a private message. I'll shoot it over to you. No big deal. As always, like, share, and comment. I'll reply back to each and every one of you personally. And know that until next time, I'll be rooting for your success.